And subtracting expressions. To add and subtract expressions, distribute the number in front of the parentheses and collect like terms. Be careful with your signs. Examples. Add or subtract the following expressions. Now remember, in order to get rid of parentheses, we have to remember there's an imaginary 1 that's being distributed to each of the terms on the inside. Same here, we want to get rid of those parentheses, so we'll distribute that 1. So 1 times 5x is 5x, 1 times 2 is 2, positive 1 times 3x is 3x, positive 1 times 4 is 4. And we wind up with this. But now we have to collect our like terms. So I like to circle with the sign in front. 5x and positive 3x are my like terms. And then positive 2 and positive 4 are my like terms. So if I combine my two greens, I get 6. And if I combine my two reds, I get 8x. So 8x plus 6. All right, take a look at the next one. So again, I want to get rid of those parentheses. I know there's an imaginary 1 being distributed to each one of those terms on the inside of the parentheses. And if I multiply it, I will drop the parentheses. So 1 times 3y minus 1 would give me 3y minus 1, and 1 times 4y minus 6 would give me 4y minus 6. Let's combine our like terms. 3y and positive 4y are like terms. And then negative 1 and negative 6 are my like terms. It's important to circle that sign in front because negative 1 minus 6 would give me negative 7. And then 3y plus 4y is 7y. So I get 7y minus 7. Right, the next one's a little bit different. We know that I'm going to distribute that 1 to each of the terms on the inside. However, this time, this is a negative 1 that's being distributed to that 3x and that negative 2. I also like to think of it, when I have a negative 1 being distributed to each of those terms on the inside, it's the same thing as taking the opposite of the terms that you have inside the parentheses. So the opposite of 3x would be negative 3x, and the opposite of negative 2 would be positive 2. So when you distribute, you get 4x minus 5 minus 3x plus 2. Combine our like terms. 4x and negative 3x would give me x. And then negative 5 and positive 2 would give me negative 3. So our final answer is x minus 3. All right, last one. Again, we know there's a 1 there that's being distributed to each of those terms on the inside of the parentheses. Now this one is a negative 1, which means we're taking the opposite of everything in this set of parentheses. So 1 being distributed is not going to do anything, so we could just drop those parentheses and get negative 2m minus 4. And then this negative 1 is taking the opposite of these terms, so we get negative 2m minus 4 plus 5m plus 7. Let's combine our like terms. Negative 2m with positive 5m would be 3m. And then negative 4 and 7 would give me positive 3. So my final answer there would be 3m plus 3.